Welcome, So-La-Rah here. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you if you are a long-term subscriber, if you've been with me from the beginning. Thank you if you joined me along the way. Thank you if you're brand new in these parts of the woods. Thank you if you're coming for the first time and you are vibing with what I have to say and you decide that you want to stay, you are welcome. Do the YouTube thing, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ring my bell, all that stuff. I have already, by the time you watch this message, you may have already watched the reading I did earlier today, which was a little bit on the heavy side. Heavy because it was a lot to get through, and it was really dealing with us more than others. But this energy, I feel like that reading, now that I've cleared that and I've articulated what needed to be articulated, I can move into this energy, which is also very prominent. And I've been feeling it this weekend. I was feeling it very heavily yesterday. I'm feeling it very heavily today. And that is that this feels like we are heading into a week of towers. We're heading into a week of towers. And you might be feeling it. I was having a chat with a friend earlier on today. And I was, conveying that because when the towers begin to hit, that energy is very unsettling for us all. It doesn't matter if the towers are falling down in our favor or not at that moment, because before the tower comes, all you feel is that unsettled energy. And that's what many of us are feeling right now. So a lot of the unsettled energy you might be feeling, it is because towers are coming down. Okay, before I get into the reading, and there will be no downloads, just a reading tonight, I want to thank each and every one of you for all of your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your comments. Thank you to those of you who've worked with me. Thank you to those of you who have purchased my Sacred Bathing Manual. Thank you for your support in all ways. I wanted to extend some information concerning another beautiful divine being, the Lyran Witch. They are a good friend of mine. I wanted to put the spotlight on their services because many of you have come to me to ask me specifically about Akashic's work. Do I know anyone who I trust when it comes to doing Akashic's work? And I wanted, before I put Rowan's name out there, I wanted to confirm with them that that was okay, and they said that was fine. So I'm here tooting their horn because Rowan is fantastic in many areas, animal communication, collective messages about what the animals have to say to us in the midst of this ascension, helping us to connect more with our galactic truth, our galactic and star families. Rowan is very gifted, and we became friends by way of my booking them originally for a session. So if you are looking for Akashics, I don't do Akashic readings specifically. When I do a tarot astrology report for people, I stream that information by way of your astro chart. So I will provide you with information from the Akasha, but I wouldn't call it an Akashics reading. That's why when people come to me and ask me, I'm just like, nope, because I don't purposely delve into the Akasha. I stream information by way of my guides and your astrology. So if you're looking for a person who is amazing in this arena, then I can highly recommend Rowan, also known as the Lyran Witch. I will leave their information in the description box below. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the cards because I want to know, there's another energy I was picking up on. I'm picking up on today being a kind of an important day in terms of the shift of an energy where a tower is coming through. I'm really getting the sense that justice is about to unroll for many in real time. And there was something about today that kind of marks that energy whereby that's going to become possible for some of you. I'm sensing that some people even had their day in court. I was picking up on that very strongly. The other thing I was picking up on was that based upon this energy of today, and whether it's literally a physical court or some other situation, there are people in your life who know that the towers are now here, okay? And as such, off of that energy, I'm feeling like there is someone, or there are someones that are going to try to come in now to you know, some kind of negotiating energy that you need to be aware of, and you need to be careful, because, and this energy, the dangling carrot energy, has been coming out for a few weeks, but it came out very strongly in the reading earlier on today, that we are to be careful of being offered you know, like things that appear to be opportunities, but you know, it doesn't feel right. It might seem good on paper, but it doesn't feel right. Everything might, you know, seem wonderful on paper, but it doesn't feel right. There's something about that right now, being very aware of contracts. And the reason that is because it's something to do with these towers that are falling, and people trying to alleviate themselves of having to take on the full brunt of that energy. So yeah. I'm using the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas deck by Andrea Fatek. Ooh, okay, Spirit. What do you want to show us about these energies? So, we got at the bottom of the deck, we got the Five of Swords energy again. But what actually came out was we got the Page of Wands. There's something here, there's been a resurgence of an energy. That's what the Page, but this is also very quick incoming communication. So for some of you, what I'm getting here, there's quick incoming communication about a betrayal. There's quick incoming communication about what some group have done behind your back. It's funny because we have the Five of Swords at the bottom, and then we have the Four of Swords that's peeking out too. And if you look at the deck, this person, they've got the Five of Swords. This card came out on Friday also. She is cutting, she's cutting her own tongue with the sword, and then there are four swords in the background. It's like there's an energy that has been laid to rest. For some of you, this person who came out in the reading on Friday, who's about to fall on their own sword because they kept on trying to do things to bind you, kept on trying to do things to energetically keep you stuck in a small place, energetically keep you in heartbreak, energetically try to like steal or usurp your power or your sense of authority over self, play mind games, gaslight you, mentally abuse you, you know, exclude you, turn others against you. That's the Five of Swords energy, okay? Whoever was with, you know, in the gang with this person, it feels like they've left the building, okay? There could be a message coming in, but what I'm feeling like also, the Daughter of Wands is a Page of Wands. So pages are always about the resurgence of the same energy, but like pages are also communication. And with the Daughter of Wands, it's fast incoming communication. With the Five of Swords at the bottom, it could also be very cutting communication from somebody. Doesn't have to be. It can either be very cutting communication, communication that is possibly designed to destabilize you in some way with the Five energy. But more than anything, I'm getting, because we are in it feels like a continuation. Why can't I speak? The continuation of the energies that came out on Friday, and this card came out with the Sun. I'm really feeling more than ever is that this is about to be a revelation, and there's going to be some message coming through. But what I'm also picking up with the Daughter of Wands, because like I said, the Page of Wands is the energy of a resurgence. I'm getting that there's been some kind of like, I'm feeling like resurrection energy. For some of you, like you may have resurrected something that you're passionate about with the Page of Wands. Something has been resurrected that has that is putting this energy to rest. That's what I'm getting here too. Whether it's your passion, your drive, your confidence, your motivation, you know, the wand's energy can be athleticism, your sex appeal, you know, feeling good. As my friend Trinity says on her channel, all about the healing, feeling good, smelling good like I should. You know, like maybe it's this, I don't know. But there's some kind of, it's almost like, I'm going to calm down. It's almost like in this energy, this person, people, beings, groups, faction, whatever, whoever it is that you're dealing with, they thought that you were down for the count. And something has shown them that there's been a resurrection. And that's not fair and good for them. You weren't supposed to resurrect from the onslaught of shit they sent you. That wasn't supposed to be the case. That wasn't supposed to be the case. And not only have you revived yourself, not only has there been a resurrection, there's been a resurrection and there's been a fire that's pushing you forward. Like there ain't no stop. I'm hearing that song and it came through a few months ago. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Huh. Yeah, I'm hearing that. There's no stopping you. That was coming through on Friday too, I think, or Thursday last week. That energy, maybe Friday, I forget what day it was I did the reading, but that energy was definitely coming through. There's no stopping. There's no stopping. Someone thought they could stop you. They can't. Now they're about to fall on their own sword. The devil will let you come out. You're coming out again. I said it. Ooh, you can't make this shit up. Okay. The devil. The devil. This is the energy of, well, you know what the devil is, but it's also the energy of contracts. Remember I said to you, this is what I'm feeling like. The towers are falling for someone and they want to come in and make some kind of a contract. The Son of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is an energy of someone possibly coming in slowly, very methodically, but this is the energy of somebody who wants to get the job done. They want to put this thing to bed. That's what I'm getting, because the Son of Pentacles it can be thought of as being the slowest moving energy, right? The slowest moving knight in the deck. But it's not always slow-moving energy. The reason why it can be considered slow-moving is because it's connected with physical and material manifestations, which, because of the density of the energy, it does take longer for these things to materialize. But the Knight of Pentacles always gets where they're going because of that earth sign nature of being highly methodical, dotting I's, crossing T's, going at it from all possibilities. That's it, right? But the Knight of Pentacles, it's also about coming, the pages and the Knights for me it's all about messages and offers, right? So the Knight of Pentacles, again, I'm getting this energy of a real-time offer, right? And because it's pentacles, there's some kind of value that is pending on this. There's some kind of material, possibly monetary contract that somebody is trying to bind another person in. And they're trying to bind that other person in because they're already, it's like that energy again of switching places. This person has done the karmic transference energy with you probably more than once. I'm getting maybe 5 times or more. And they're wanting to put you in a contract. The energy I've really been picking up is that the towers are about to fall for this person, people, beings, group, faction. And instead, they don't want to take the fall. And now it's becoming more and more clear to them that they're going to have to take the brunt of some of the energy, but they're still trying to dole it out in ways that make it more comfortable for them. Okay? For some of you, you're dealing, this is a person with quite a bit of, like a lot at stake to lose materially, like in real time. And that can be money, that can be status, that can be health. You know, it's Pentacles energy. that I'm getting here, because I just peeped the King of Pentacles when I took out the Knight of Pentacles to put it in the spread. Take them all. Okay, so we have the God of Cups, which is the King of Cups. We got the Four of Cups. And then we got the Son of Wands. But then at the bottom, we have the Emperor. So this is the second major arcana out. We've got the Devil, Capricorn, and now we've got the Emperor out, which is Aries energy. And as I lift up the Emperor and put him down, we do have the Star card. I'm not taking her out, but she's there. That's Aquarian energy. That's about everything coming into alignment for you to make your journey back into the light of the sun. Because after the star comes the moon, where it can be a little bit of testing, projections, going through a little bit of darkness to finally at last rise and come into the fullness of the sun energy, which I was speaking about earlier on. That 19 number, the sun card, is all about coming home to self, but I feel like it's playing out in our realities big time in this new moon in Taurus energy. What I'm getting here, and I probably will not get any reversals because of how I'm shuffling. And for me, it wouldn't matter either way, because I tend to read I try to read the full breadth of the energies of the cards. And what I'm getting with the Emperor here, more than anything, is that there is someone who's trying to control and dominate your energy, or dominate an outcome. And this person could be trying to dominate an outcome that has to do with a romantic liaison. And if it's not a romantic liaison, it could have to do with, it's like the cementing of healing. You see, the God of Cups for me is, especially for some reason with this deck, because of how I learned tarot, and I use this deck for, my guides worked with me with this deck, especially in how they taught me tarot and how it works in the Kabbalah system and manifestation and astrology and everything. Because of that, when I use this deck, I read the energies a little bit differently. I say that because the God of Cups for me, whenever you have a king, the God of Cups, or God in this deck, it speaks about, for me, it speaks about the sublimation of the energy. It's the graduation of an energy. So in order to get through to the cups, you must go through from the Ace to the 10 of Cups, and then you travel and you become a page. So you're beginning to learn more practical lessons from the energy of the cups that you've already come through. And then you begin to move forward more in that energy, and with that knowledge and that wisdom, it begins to gain momentum with the Knight. And by the time you move into the Queen energy, it is all about receiving more, but the Queen energy is also the birthing gateway to the King, which is a mastery of the energy. And I say all of that because there's some kind of mastery of a heart situation, a heart healing, a romantic situation. There's something here that somebody is either trying to control or that they try to control. And smack in the middle of this energy with the Four of Cups, this is the energy of somebody that's really not interested in a cup that's being offered them. And I really do feel like I'm getting a few possibilities here with this God of Cups. I'm feeling like fake partner energy. Almost like maybe this is something that someone is planning on bringing in, or someone has already done. There's something that's wanting to move forward really quickly, and it's supposed to it's supposed to cause Five of Cups energy. This is just it. So we have the Four of Cups and we have the God of Cups, right? That cup plus the 4 equals 5. There's some kind of like disappointing energy around love, around healing. There's something, it's like a disruption of someone's healing that was supposed to go forward, and it was all masterminded. There's like this mastermind energy with this Emperor. But I don't think it's coming into place. I think that the stars are aligning. I think that divine timing with the star is at play. But I feel like the stars are aligning in the sense that with this Daughter of Wands person, this person is like, there's no stopping her. She's moving forward. You get what I'm saying? And it's almost like the way the stars are aligned, this person can't be held back anymore. It's almost like this person is getting so much assistance also with the planetary shifts. There's something about what's happening planetarily also, probably because this person is either already walking in their North Node or about to step into their North Node, that all of the planets, the stars, everything is lining up and assisting them in a way that there's nothing that any of these energies can. There's something about, especially right now, the stars aligning for this person in a way that, like I said, ain't no stopping us. There's nothing that can stop what is about to happen. And because this energy, because this energy, it's almost like so used to having enacted this in the past, they didn't factor in this variable. That's really what I'm feeling. They didn't factor in the stars as a variable. And with this Emperor here, it's almost like this person really, they thought they could play God. They thought they could play God, and they're waking up to the truth, to the fact that they can't. They're waking up also with the God of Cups to the fact that this person has healed and alchemized certain heart wounds that once upon a time they preyed upon to keep them in constant Five of Cups states. This person's moved past that. This person has graduated in terms of like knowing what their own emotional triggers are, knowing themselves so intimately emotionally. They're the God of Cups in their own reality. They can't be duped emotionally. They can't be, the God of Cups, he is highly open. His heart is open. He's very emotionally aware and emotionally intelligent, but he's not a sap. He will defend his heart. He will defend his beauty. He will defend the Queen of Cups energy, which is, that of the counselor and the healer, all of that, he will defend that with like in a perfectly emotionally balanced state. And somebody never thought that you would get to this place of such profound stability and emotional balance within that they wouldn't be able to rock your world by pulling you down into the Five of Cups. That's what I'm getting. And because you've alchemized this and now you're the King of Cups, you're moving forward with this. You're moving forward, because we have the Daughter of Wands and we have the Son of Wands. So the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You're moving forward. There ain't no stopping you now. You're just moving. You're picking up momentum. You're picking up momentum. I still feel though, like for some of you, that there's either part of this devil energy of trying to contract you, or trying to ease the burden of what's coming for them with the towers and trying to recontract you into something has to do with love. It has to do with possibly a God of Cups energy. It could be a water sign, doesn't have to be, but it's something here that's supposed to try to either play on your heartstrings in terms you know, a person, or play on your heartstrings in terms of your sentiment. But I don't think that's it. I think some of you, they really are going to want to, I just get the sense that for some of you, there's a person, because with this God of Cups and the Emperor, I'm getting very strongly that there's like another, for many of you, another, like a masculine that they're wanting to send in to pull on your heartstrings. Okay, someone that is going to pose as this Emperor energy, and it's not going to work. Yeah, because what came out right after, we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Hanged Man at the bottom. There's something here about, this is coming right over, this person consistently had you in stuck positions by keeping you stuck in mental cages. This is mind control also, Nine of Swords. For some of you, this is literally somebody who very purposely fucked with you, with your mind. The Neptunian energy also of the Hanged Man shows me that for some of you, this energy led you, this despair led you to addiction, and they exploited that too. And because you have been in the past in such a bad way that because you weren't able to balance your emotions with this God of Cups and Hanged Man, a lot of Piscean and Neptunian energy, you may not have been able to balance that energy, and so it was easy to take you for a run. It was easy to get you wound up. It was easy to play with you emotionally, to get what it was that this person, people, beings wanted. And now it's no longer possible. So I'm getting like a few messages with this. For the one thing, this was the position that they had you in for the longest time, and I feel like this is switching up now. I feel like for many of you, this is the state that this person is in. Presently speaking, they're in a lot of mental anguish because it's becoming very real, like I said, that the towers are falling, and that something also has to be given moving forward with the Son of Pentacles and the Devil energy, okay? I'm also getting that this person is at an impasse, okay? And again, this is the energy, we were talking about this on when I did the reading on Friday. This impasse is coming for many of them because they tried to cash checks that their asses should have never written to begin with, because they didn't have what they thought they were supposed to have as collateral. They were banking on you being that collateral, right? But that's not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen again. It can't happen again, not in this ascension, okay? So, yeah, you've got somebody looking at their whole lives differently right now with the Hanged Man. And this is exactly the position that Source wants them into. Because from the position of the Hanged Man is where you can actually ascend if you're able to let go of, you know, your own guilt, but also your own pride in the aftermath of this. We do have at the bottom of the deck, Judgment is showing her ass again. You know, Gabriel has blown his trumpet, for sure, on this situation. I'm not taking that out because it was under the Hanged Man. We've got the Six of Cups. And we got the Four of Swords, Libra energy. Six of Cups, Scorpio and Libra energy. We got this in the middle column. Give me a second to take a look at the progression here of the energies, please. Some of you are going from being very much alone, fighting alone. Let me show you. These cards are right next to each other for me. Some of you are going from fighting alone and being alone to having supporters if you don't already have them. That's one thing I'm getting. You're moving forward into peace and into relief, but you're also moving forward into this energy of mental peace. So the Four of Swords is the energy. Fours in tarot, Fours in general are numbers of stability and foundations, but the Four of Swords in tarot is all about the recovery process after having been heartbroken or stabbed in the heart. I feel like for some of you, relationships are coming in, whether they be romantic, soul, like soulmate in terms of soul tribe, even business. There are relationships that are coming into your reality now that will help to put your mind at ease and will help to give you more clarity about who you really are and your truth, because a lot of you have been blinded in this energy for so long of not seeing who you truly are, because it didn't serve these people who are trying to keep you stuck, keep cutting you down, right? You have like something coming in that's going to help you to see yourself clearly. And another message, like, because I'm seeing her resting on the Ace of Swords, and then there are 3 in the background. So it's going to help you to see yourself clearly and to be more connected with your own autonomy, authority, and power, right? It's going to help you to recuperate your voice and your mind. But it's also going to help you to make sense, deeper sense of the heartbreak you've endured. And I want to be careful, because I never want anyone to feel like the only way to have learned about, the only way to have come into your power was through this heartache and suffering. It's not. It's not. And yet, because this is what you've been through, it's not going to be wasted. Your life is going to make so much more sense, and there's going to be like people that help you to sort through that emotionally with the Cups energy and mentally. Okay, then you have the 6 and the 4 here. That's a 10. You're no longer going to have to walk through these energies alone, or the recuperation of them. So the 10s is when in tarot, when things start to come together, especially the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. It's about, emotional fulfillment with another or others, and then creating legacy with another or others, the 10 of Pentacles. So with this 10 energy, it just feels like you no longer are going to have to walk alone. These energies were designed to keep you isolated and out of love and out of your truth and out of your power, and to silence you and to gaslight you and to make you constantly question your own, reality, and to not step into your power, and to every time you try to step into your power, be zapped by the frequency fence that made you feel like, oh no, I shouldn't do this. I'm going to either hurt myself or hurt someone else doing this, being myself. That's not true. That's not true. That was all manipulation and gaslighting. And it's coming to a halt in your reality, which means whoever sent that to you, and for some of you it's been your whole life. For some of you it's been a 9-year cycle, a 12-year cycle where it's been especially intense. I don't think anyone who's relating to this has been in this cycle for less than 4 years. That's what I'm getting. Okay? But for some of you, that 4 is 4 decades. For some of you, it's your whole life. I'm going to be real. And it might not be your whole life with one person, but it's your whole life with these repeating energies, because that's what tends to happen. You learn these, by way of oftentimes your relationship with your parents, and then you recreate that with friends, and you end up marrying an abuser, etc., etc. It's all cyclical. So for some of you, it hasn't been the same person, but it's been the same energy. And for some of you, even if it hasn't been the same person, there's been a person at the helm of it this whole time. And I'm sorry, but for some of you, that is a father figure, with the Emperor staring at me right here, okay? Who's been orchestrating this behind the scenes. For some of you, that is the case. I'm trying to see if there's any other characters that are coming out here. I mean, it could have definitely be siblings, sister, brother energy with the Knight and the Pages here. Could even be sisters and brothers-in-law. It doesn't have to always be you know, direct relation. Oh my gosh, we have the Empress. There's definitely, oh yes, 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 yes. So we have the Empress, and we've got the Six of Pentacles coming out right next to the Six of Cups and on top of the Emperor. And we have at the bottom of the deck the Hermit. Many of you, this tunnel that you're going through in these energies, and it's a tunnel because I feel like whoever this message is for, you might be a little bit in this situation right here with the Nine of Swords in your head about something. But if that is you, you need to know that that is a projection. And the sooner you lose that projection, the sooner you clear it, the sooner you don't take responsibility for these energies, you disown them because they're not yours. The sooner you do that, the sooner you move yourself out of this Hanged Man position, and the sooner all of this other stuff comes in, because we have the Hermit at the bottom, which is telling me that there's something here that you're being called into a space of searching your own soul in order to come into this energy of the Six of Pentacles and the Empress. But this is also showing me that there's something here where this person is being challenged now to have to search their own souls because of possibly their denial of you being an Empress or being in the Empress energy, or their attempts to try and block new beginnings with the Fool here, or their attempts to try and stop you from being fertile and being loved and being abundant. That's the Empress energy. And for things, this person may have been trying to stop the balancing of the scales. The Six of Pentacles is interesting because it's about balancing of the scales, but in many, even in this deck, you see, like, she is giving one of them like 3 pentacles and the other one 2. You don't see it as pronounced in this deck, but in other decks you see it happening. You see like there's 1 pentacle floating over her head, one person has 2, the other one has 3, or one person's the scale is lower, the other one is higher. There's not there's not an equal energy here yet. It's alchemizing, but it's almost like this person didn't want you to be, they didn't want you to be prolific. Like, even with this Hermit, some of them, it's like they had a vested interest in you keeping you alone. And furthermore, some of them, the contracts they had going to keep you bound. Some of them, the contracts they had to keep you bound were contingent upon you being in the Hermit energy, being alone in the Nine of Swords energy. It's indeed why some of you, your partnerships, your romantic partnerships could never stabilize. There was always something that would tear the situation apart. And if this message is for you, then you'll know what I'm talking about. It would be something that would come out of left field. Like, one day things are okay and the next day everything just falls apart. Those are spells, because for some of you, they didn't want you with anyone else because they wanted full access to your sacral energies. And for as long as you were, and I've talked about this before, as long as you were in a romantic connection and you were sexually active and you had that heart connection and you were happy and fulfilled, you would access the fullness of your sacral energies for yourself. You begin to lock them out, and they didn't want that. That's why for many of you, they had a vested interest in keeping you single and alone, or if you were in relationships, miserable. But for many of you, especially if this is your reading, they really wanted you to be alone. Man, the things I've seen that were done to people energetically, especially women, divine feminines, those of you who have like physical wounds, like the things that they did energetically. Some of you are mothers and you're not supposed to be mothers. Let's put it that way. Because there was so much spell work that had been cast against you from the time you were children to keep you from being able to be fruitful and multiply. True story. So many energetic barriers you've overcome that you're not even aware of. So many frequency fences that even before you knew they existed, you jumped. This is why some of them were not scared until now, because there were some very real times that you overcame a lot of this shit. And they thought it was a fluke, and it was a fluke because it wasn't conscious. It just so happened. And so as such, they were always able to reel you back in. But this time it's a different game, but they didn't know that. They still were holding on to this idea that they could try the same thing with you again and again and again. And because it worked in the past, and anytime you jumped the frequency fence, it was a fluke. They weren't aware of how you had stepped into your God of Cups. They weren't aware that you were in God of Cups mode. You were mastering your own heart. Five of Cups. It has come out. I was talking about that with the God of Cups and the Four of Cups. And at the bottom, we do have the Six of Cups. This is the card of victory. This is the card of moving past adversity. This is the card of now being able to, because the next card will be the Seven of Wands, but it's securing a victory that you've had to fight a lot. You've had to fight a lot in order to get it. In order to get your day in the sun. This again is aligned to the sun card energy, but you have to go through the fighting of the Five of Wands in order to emerge with that extra wand and to rise and be the Six of Wands. And this is also with the Five of Cups energy. This is the energy of having always been disappointed and not being able to make it to the Six of Wands. Right? So they thought that they could keep you out of being the victor by putting you through a situation again where all of the cups were spilt, right? All of the disappointment and despair would occur. But instead, you learned how to battle. You learned how to utilize the power of the Five of Wands to become triumphant, to grab a hold of that torch that the Daughter of Wands has right now, and to move the fuck on. Like they didn't expect whatever it was that they were sending at you. They didn't expect that you'd be resuscitated, that you'd be revived, that you would be resurrected. They weren't expecting it. And for some of you, I hate to say it, but, and this is right here at the bottom as I say that, what they were wishing for you, what they were sending for you, it was pure death energy. They wanted everything that you touched to die. They didn't want you to be an Empress energy. They wanted you to, for some of you, they wanted you to physically perish. You know? Yeah. I was asking internally what's coming for this person because I don't want to go, we've already been down this story before, and I know that there are little bits of information that come up every time we do, but still. So I was internally asking, like, are we going to be moving now into actually what's going on? And yeah, we are. Because we have the Two of Pentacles and we have the Seven of Cups energy. And so again, we got the 2 and the 7. This is a 9. This is an energy of being left alone. And what I'm seeing is that because some of these people, it's not a person, it's a group of people. There's some kind of severing energy that is happening now. It's becoming more and more obvious to me energetically that this is happening. There's a severance that's occurring. In other words, what I'm getting is that however this person, people, beings, groups, corporations, whatever, however they were connecting to you and holding on to you in some way, there's been a severance. For some of them, the severance has come because whatever group they may have been working on, you know, working with, no longer wants to work with them. That's become very, very, you know, that's an energy that's been coming up a lot recently too. For some of them, it's because, you know, it's that whole like having to pay, to give you to an energy or an entity, and that's not happening. And you're being severed from that situation too. There's some kind of severing here. That's what I'm getting. But this... and the severing is what is causing a great imbalance now for this person or people, the Two of Pentacles, because they're going to have to learn now how to alchemize their own earthly reality without trying to play games to get you into a state where then they can attach. With the Seven of Cups, this is the energy of confusion, okay? It's the energy of confusion. It's the energy of, you know, they're trying to show me something because the Ace of Cups is at the bottom here, and they're trying to tell me Eight of Cups. What are you showing me about this? Some of them, there's some kind of severance package, and this is what, because we're right in, this energy has come into the center column of the energies that begin with the Devil for me. So there's something here about the contract that they're wanting. There's some kind of severance package or contract. I feel like this person is trying to negotiate or has been negotiated on their behalf. And for some of you, it's a contract where they're going to try to drag you back in, and it's not going to work. And for others of you, it's I feel like this is what's going to lure this person in again. It's not going to work, but I feel like it's going to lure them in deeper. Because understand and overstand that the reason a lot of this is happening right now is because people, everyone must be, we're all under a state of judgment, and some people are being drawn deeper into the energy. And don't get me wrong, at any time they can opt out, they can choose not to go further. But some of these people, these beings, factions, corporations, whatever, some of them have done such heinous things that they're being blinded by their own need, by their own greed, by their own, they're being blinded right now. And the purpose of it is to take them deeper into the very thing that is their judgment and is going to 23 on my, it's going to be their destruction. And it's going to be their destruction only because this is what they're wanting for someone else. This is what they're actively trying to do and have been doing to someone else. I don't want this reading to be too long tonight. Let's close it up. Yeah, this person is going to be very, very, I'm getting very, very stubborn energy. And then the Three of Pentacles, back to the drawing board to plan something out. But more than that, with the God of Swords, again, this is the energy of you being under protection and all of what it is that you are putting together in order to, your Three of Pentacles energy is coming together and it's under protection. The Three of Pentacles comes after the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups, and then we get the Three of Pentacles. So there's something here. Again, this is the energy of cooperating in real time with other beings to help you to flourish. And for many of you, it's to help you flourish financially. So the energies are playing out in the way that as you multiply, they divide or they decrease. And every time they try to come into, every time they try to come in and play, they lose more. That's kind of, there's something here with the Six of Pentacles here, the Three of Pentacles. It's like they can't take your pentacles anymore. They can't take your pentacles. So I lifted it up, and of course we're at the Sun, the 19, which is where you are, where you're headed. This is the Sun. It's like alignment with self, the recuperation of your own energy, your soul's truth, your solar energy, your solar codes. This person is, they're playing with fire. It's a very silly game they're playing because you can't mess around. You shouldn't mess around with a divine being in general, but you definitely don't want to mess around with a divine being who is walking in the fullness of their anointing. You don't want to do that. That's really very, very silly. So this person is playing this game based upon the fact that they think that, they think that you're still easily manipulated, or they doubt who you are, or they think that they can get you to doubt who you are. I don't know. It's the same old thing, but The only thing is just be aware that whoever this is, they're wanting to renegotiate something, and in that sense, there's some kind of severance package on the table for them right now. Some severance package or plea deal that if they do something, although they're going to, have to deal with shit, if they can get something else organized, utilizing you, it's going to lessen, it's going to cushion that. There's some kind of severance, or just be aware, because this is what they're wanting to use you to negotiate. Okay? I hope I'm making sense. Where shall we go? I don't think I've used this deck yet on the channel. This is the Angel Prayer Oracle cards by Kyle Gray that was gifted to me by a beautiful client who also is here. If you're here, thank you, and hello. But let's go into it. This is what my guides are saying. This is the deck we are supposed to be using right now. So let's see. This person is definitely wanting you to fall prey to like imposter syndrome projections right now. And that was coming in earlier on today. I'm feeling it very strongly. This person wants you to forget about who it is that you are. They want to forget about what it is you've accomplished. They don't want you in that God of Cups energy of being extremely emotionally intuitive and in tune with the truth by way of your heart's truth, but also highly protective of who you are. They want you to doubt yourself. They want you to doubt your ability. They want you to doubt your journey. They want you to doubt that you're moving past. Be very aware, because these are the tactics. These are the tactics right now. Imposter syndrome. They want you to feel like an imposter in your own greatness. Okay? We got spiritual gifts. Archangel Raziel. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. This feels very solar in energy. Very, very solar. You see how his heart is lit up by this like sun mandala, but also his third eye and his palm, his hand chakras. I feel like for many of you, getting through this situation, the towers are... There are towers that are going to come when you are able to graduate through this situation. In other words, for those of you who are, this is exactly your situation. When you triumph over the projections, the gaslighting, the spells, everything that is being cast against you in order to keep you in a lower state, or to keep you blocked, or to keep you not seeing the truth or walking in it. As soon as you're able to alchemize that and get over any of these projections and spells designed to make you feel like an imposter, you're about to unlock some big time spiritual wisdom, but you're also about to unlock some big time healing abilities. And there's something about, also for some of you, there's something about for some of you, this person knows this about you, and they've been trying to stop you from being activated in this specific area. So we got the third eye. That's Aries energy. Connected, not necessarily the third eye, but the head energy, the crown. It's Aries energy, Leo energy, and Gemini energy. So there's this person might be trying to keep you connected to a lot of inner child stuff. And this was coming up in the other reading, us having to overcome the grief in order to step into the passion. That's what this is right here, right now. There's a barrier or there's a gate that some of you are needing to overcome, and it has something to do with the inner child. And when you overcome this, and when you come into full alignment with the sun, with the alchemizing of some kind of grief, you're going to unlock a healing ability that I don't even think you're aware you have. Some of you are going to learn how to channel through your hands. Channel divine energy through your hands. But the energy that you're channeling through your hands, I'm not getting that it's here to... I'm not getting that you'll be doing it to necessarily heal people. It is healing, right? It is healing, but it's not like hands-on healing, like physical healing. What I'm getting is that you're going to have the ability to awaken people, to activate people in very powerful ways that actually awakens them. There's one thing to work with beings who are already awake and to help them to climb. There's something coming through here for someone. You're going to be able to awaken people. And this gift is going to be this isn't for everyone, obviously, because this gift is so precious, because you have to use it with such discernment, because not everyone is here to wake up. That's not everyone's divine assignment this lifetime. And to get a person to wake up when they're not ready to can actually drive them into all manner of mental issues. A lot of people who deal with things like schizophrenia are actually people who've been woken up and they're not ready to deal with being able to access all kinds of realms and dimensions that they've been told don't exist. And then on top of it, they're not protected at all. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a medical professional, but I've been around it, and it's deeply spiritual. And as such, whoever this is for, you have reached such a high level of internal mastery with that King of Cups card that came out, that you are entrusted with this ability. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Then we have at the bottom, Archangel Haniel. Honor your feelings. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. A lot of you, 23:33 on my clock, this tunnel that you're going through, I don't know why they keep on showing it to me as a tunnel. It's a tunnel because it's like, it's almost like at the other end there is a light. But for some of you, it might feel like you've been in this tunnel forever, and at last there's a light at the end. You're going to get to that light purely by the full trusting of your own intuition and leaning very deeply upon the integrity of your feelings and your emotions. That's why the King of Cups was coming out also. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think I'm done, guys. I think I'm done. I might do another reading tonight. I'm really interested to see what some of the gifts are that are coming forth for some of you. As we wrap up, there feels like this new moon in Taurus, a great graduation energy that's coming forth for many, and I'm really intrigued. I want to know what gifts are unlocking. Like, and my guides were talking to me about this weekend, of doing a reading about that too. But it was just my memory was jogged just now when that started to come through. So maybe if I'm not too tired, I'll do another reading tonight. I might post it tonight or tomorrow. But yes. Anyway, I hope whoever this reading was for, that it's been helpful, it's been insightful. I hope it's confirmed what it is that you already you're already feeling, and your soul already knows. Yes, I think that's it. If you would like to work with me, all of the information to my website is below in the description box, as are my email addresses. Please recognize that I'm trying to switch from channeling brain to, anyway, please know that when you come to, if you want to order a service from me, I invite you to check out my website first and then drop me an email to let me know what you're interested in. I don't have a checkout function on my site because I like to know who I'm interfacing with before I agree. Yes, I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm going to love you and leave you. I might see you again tonight. I'll definitely see you again soon. I wish you love, joy, peace, clarity, harmony, unity. What else? Vitality. Every beautiful thing. Abundance, prosperity. Every beautiful thing under the sun that is already your divine birthright. Until next time, guys, be well.